All right, let's talk about something that's absolutely critical in any workplace: teamwork and collaboration. Today, we're going to break down how you can build a team that doesn't just work together, but truly performs at a high level. Let me ask you something, and be honest. Have you ever felt that working in a team is, well, a challenge? That it's more of a struggle than a strength? You're definitely not alone if you're nodding your head right now. And think about this. Do you really know how to keep that collaborative energy going? To maintain that peak performance, not just for one project, but consistently? Or is it more like you're just crossing your fingers and hoping for the best? And here's the big one, right? Conflict. It's gonna happen. So what's the most effective way to manage it? How do you stop disagreements from derailing everything and actually turn them into something productive? These are the questions we have to answer.
Because, look, the stakes are incredibly high. When collaboration falls apart, everything else follows. Motivation just tanks, and your team's effectiveness, it suffers big time. But the good news is, there's a way forward.
And that's the path we're going to explore right now. We're talking about a structured program, a real system, designed to completely transform how your team works together. This is your path to becoming a high-performance unit.
So what's the whole point of a program like this? Well, it starts with the fundamentals, real strategies for how teams actually form and grow. Then you get into the nitty-gritty of communication, managing those tricky interpersonal relationships, and really understanding the hidden dynamics within your group.
And all of that translates into real skills you can actually use. We're talking about things like managing conflict to build stronger relationships, even when you're working with people from totally different departments. This isn't just theory, it's about practical tools that get results.
So let's pull back the curtain and see what this looks like in action. We'll start with day one, which is all about laying a super strong foundation for everything else to come.
Day one follows a really logical path. You start by mastering the natural stages every team goes through. You know, that whole forming, storming, norming, performing idea. Once you get that, you can move on to actively designing your team, managing stakeholders, and most importantly, building that rock-solid foundation of trust.
Now this brings us to a really critical point. Just look at the difference here. On one side, you've got destructive arguments. It's all about winning, and it just creates division. But on the other, you have productive persuasion, where the focus is on a common goal. It builds people up. Learning how to shift your team from that first column to the second, that is an absolute game changer for innovation.
And that skill, productive persuasion, is the perfect bridge to day two. This is where we go beyond the basics and really start mastering the advanced skills that set apart the truly great leaders and collaborators.
Day two is all about transformation. You'll go from creating a strategic communication plan to truly mastering that art of persuasion. You'll get your hands on creative ways to solve conflict. And finally, figure out how to put rewards and recognition in place that actually mean something and keep your team fired up.
And these tools are so practical. Take something called the 5 whys. It's incredibly simple, but so powerful. You have a problem, right? You just ask why 5 times. So, the project is late. Okay, why? Because the report wasn't approved. Why? The data was wrong. See, each why gets you deeper, past the symptoms, to find the actual root cause of the problem.
So you might be thinking, this all sounds great, but is it really for me? Well, let's take a look at who really gets the most out of mastering these skills.
Honestly, this stuff is crucial for just about everyone. Whether you're an executive setting the high-level vision, a manager in the trenches with your team every day, or really anyone who's part of a team project, the ability to work together effectively is non-negotiable for success.
When you get right down to it, it's all about this. Every single organization has the potential for amazing teamwork. It's time to stop just hoping it happens and start building it on purpose with the right tools and the right mindset.
So I'll leave you with this final thought. Are you ready to take all that potential sitting in your team and turn it into real peak performance? The strategies are out there. The only question is, are you ready to take that first step?